Have you ever gone to wrap a gift and not had a gift bag? Let's make one. Today's video is going to teach you how to make a gift bag and one that has a card that hangs right off it. What? It's so cute, so simple. You're going to love it and you're going to enjoy learning how to make it too. Welcome, my crafty friends. I'm Dawn, creator of DD Creates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple cards, duplicatable crafts, and helpful hints that you will be able to make crafts and use the information just by watching one of my videos. Are you ready to get started? I'm going to turn the camera down now, so close your eyes if you need to. It's going to take just a minute, get us set up. I think we're sturdy. I think we look good. I think we look good. Do you look good? I look good. Do you look good? I think we look good. All right, let's start with the directions for the gift bag first, all right? So what you're gonna need is 2 pieces of 12 by 12, double-sided, is that the correct term? But where you have a pattern on both sides, All right, so step 1, let's take 1 piece of paper first. Our first piece of designer series paper, which is Stampin' Up! Lingo for pattern paper. We call it designer series paper because guess what? Designers literally design it. I'm like, what? Yeah, I was so impressed with that. Okay, line it up at 1 inch. And you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna score it. No cutting just yet. So score it at your 1 inch on the one side, all right? Because that's gonna be the top. And we're gonna flip, so you can see the inside flips around and that's literally gonna be the top. So now when we come around, 3 other sides left for our bag. So what I'm gonna have you do is score it at 3 inches on 3 sides. So think to yourself, 3, 3, 1. So the number 3, the number 1 are the only numbers you're gonna have to think about in the history of the world, which I like. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. And last but not least is the 3rd side. So 3, 3, 1. We've got 3 sides. We've got 3 inches on 3 of the sides. We've got 1 inch on 1 of the sides. Now, I'm gonna mess up all your math and all your brainstorming with our second piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. Same pattern. So what we're gonna do with this one is come in and cut. I know, I'm freaking you out, aren't I? We're gonna cut 4 inches off. How on earth are we gonna make a bag? Save this. We are going to use this to make our card. So I'm going to put this aside 1 second. So now what do we have here? We've got a piece that I think it's, 8 by 12. So what we're going to do, I'm going to reverse your numbers and we're going to do 3 inches and then on one side. So let me look, And that's going to be, lay your paper the long side going at the top here so that when you score your 3 inches, you're scoring along really the short side, all right? I find with 3D projects, the scoring is the most important part. So out of this entire simple project, feel comfortable, feel confident knowing this is the hardest part. So you get this down to a science, you got it, All right, so there's my 1 inch on a long side. Let me find my 3 inches. There I go. For my vision, I'm just gonna fold that up so I know where it be. So 3 inches, there's my 1 inch. Let me come back with another 1 incher. So this one's totally reversed as far as our numbers. And now I'm gonna do a last but not least 1 inch score. So this piece is totally reversed where it's 3, 1, 1, 1. What? Crazy, I know. But again, I promised you those are the only numbers you have to memorize. And this is all step 1, because if you've been with me before, I had to think a minute, inside, outside. I may have more than one step 1. I may have 3 or 4 step 1s, but my step 1 is typically you're cutting and scoring. So this I've got nice and folded. Coming back, let's bring our original guy in. Fold, fold, fold. And the 1-incher is going to fold to the outside. And with this one, the short 1-incher, because this is the top of your bag. So these are the tops of your bags, your 1-inchers. So the next thing I want to do is tell you before we get on to our step 2. The reason I started DD Creates Crafts channel is to introduce you to me, introduce you to Stampin' Up! Products, and 3, show you how to use the products you order with simple cards and projects like you're watching right now. I will put links for these products below in the description section. And what you're probably in love with right now is this paper, am I right? So this is actually in our mini holiday catalog. So did I find the front? I think I messed up. It's gonna look like this. You can find it online. So on page 87, this is the paper up here. This is, let me turn around to read it to you real quick. It's called Celebration Everything. It's 12 by 12. You get 48 sheets, 4 pieces of 12 by 12 double-sided paper, 48 sheets. It's a retail value, but you're not gonna pay 30, you're gonna pay 18 when you're a hostess. How do you become a hostess? Well, ask me, or just with your personal order. When you order 150 or more, guess what? You be the hostess. So you qualify and you can order this paper at a discount. The reason I love and adore this paper is because it lasts me the entire year. When it says celebrations, I'm telling you, it goes the whole year. Here's the second little goodie. I'm going to do my commercials and get through the commercials, and we'll flip back onto step 2. All bundled up. Are they the cutest in the history of the world? What? I love these guys, and I've been coloring them with my alcoholic markers. And then one last little commercial is for the Bling, which is sequins that don't have holes. And I thought that was just the coolest thing since sliced bread. There they be. So 4 colors, you get 200 pieces for $7. That is a good bang for your buck. But my favorite part about these sequins, you guys, this is so simple, but so silly. And so why I just love this, I don't know, but there's no holes. There are no holes in these sequins. Why that amazes me is beyond me, but it amazes me. And it was one of the reasons I ordered the sequins. So I just thought that was cute and fun and had to share it with you. Let's go ahead and close up for our step 2. We're going to start with some adhering. So let's use our baby glue. And the first thing we're going to do, I think I do want to do that first. We're going to just glue down our 1-incher. Oh, there I go. I'm like, if I'm out of glue on camera, because I've got like 10 below me in my shelf, but I would not have been real happy with anything. All right. But I have everything to be happy with, so I'm just being silly and teasing you. All right. But you know how you go to do something, and if it goes wrong, you're like, what on earth just happened? All right, let's do some more glue. Let's get a little wild and crazy. I think that's going to spill out on that one side. It just looks like it, you know? So I'm going to get me a little scrap paper and see how it does. It did. So I'm just going to use my little scrap paper and rub it right away. That'll get tucked in. It is on the edge, so it'll get tucked in as part of our sides. But the first part, your first step of step 2 is just go ahead and glue the inside out, the inside to the outside. Crazy, huh? Isn't that fun? So that was easy. So what else are we going to do? We're going to cut the tabs. What are the tabs? With the original sheet, the big one, you're going to come in where, there we go. It's a 3-inch score line, and I'm going right up to, there I go. So I'll fold it inside out so you see. I'm just creating tabs on the bottom of our box. So we're going to do it on this one first. Only on the 2 sides. You got 2 tabs, and that is it. That is it. So I cut up the score line till I got to this one big fold line, and that created my tabs, okay? Second piece, we're gonna do the same thing, but the tabs are little babies. They're nice and skinny. Wish I could say the same about myself, but, oh, there I go. I laugh at myself because I have to fold these score lines to even see them. What's that all about? Okay, almost done. And done. So we've cut our tabs. That's still part of your step 2. And we've folded the 1-incher. Now some assembly required. That's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is on this middle flap, so that'll go on the inside right there. It's a box, you guys. We want it nice and firm. We want to be able to throw a t-shirt in here. We want to be able to throw a pound of coffee in here if that's what we're gifting to the recipient. So we want this nice and strong and sturdy, not falling apart. So I used some tear and tape, and now I'm going to just line up my little baby edges. Excellent. And just give it a little crease up the rest of the way. So what that's done is, can you see that? My 1-inch tabs right there are tucked in nice, and I've got the 1-inch sides and then our 3-inch bottom. So this is side 1 of our box. So put this aside for a minute. Let's get on with our next one. So where's my tear and tape? Okay. These are a little taller, so I actually, with this one, am gonna put my tear and tape, yeah, a little higher. Now let me look. Yeah. Measure twice. All right, wait a minute. Tuck it on the inside. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that's throwing me for a loop, but throwing tear and tape all over the town. Tear and tape is everywhere. All right, give that a little quick fold. Fold my tab in. Let me watch my edges because I would like them straight. Nice. So let's do the same with this one, which is going to be easier because the first one was the first one. It's always thus, am I right? Pinch top and middle of my sides. So this is your second side to the box. This is it. So you've got your 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches all the way around. And we're gonna come back with our shorter guy. And he is going to, these two are gonna get married. They're gonna get tucked in. And although these edges are shorter and will line up right here, and it may feel and think and like it's gonna be difficult, but you know what's gonna help us is having this 3 inches the same size as that 3 inches. So let me see how I wanna do. And I think what I wanna do is put some tear and tape in the back of this bad boy right here. There we go. Well, I thought there we went. We're coming back, aren't we? I feel like that's gonna come off the edge, but maybe it's okay. My tear and tape went a little wonky and cray-cray on me. I've got some tear and tape gone wild. There we go. And I think I'll just put me a little dab, some glue on the inside of my box. You could use some tear tape, but I already have some tear and tape going on. And I think I'd feel comfortable with a little wiggle room, sliding it in there before I secure it with the outside edge, which is the tear and tape. So let's see if I'm gonna love life with my sweet little box. Yeah, it's going in quite nicely. So I'm gonna hold it in place, push that down. Something I should have done and didn't do, so I'll do it now, is it is easier, you guys, if you put your tear and tape on. I may just do it up here. I was supposed to put my tear and tape. Let me feel how that would go. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Do I want it on the outside? I'm trying to decide where I want it, on the inside or outside. How many of these have I made already? Okay. We're just gonna combine some tear and tape with some glue. How about them apples? There I go. Because what I'm thinking, we got the tear and tape for strength, but I may put a little glue on the inside right there because is it gonna stick up when I get it all tucked in there on the inside? Because I want my edges nice and lined up, which it's happening. So I'm so tickled with myself. Let's put it down and bring in, I'm gonna use the bone folder. You can use just something kind of flat, maybe a ruler, just to help have something long to press down your sides, you know? So let's repeat. Let me take this off first. And this is the box is probably what's going to take you the longest, and it's fun because once you get the box, it's like, it's a box. I just made myself a gift box. And then, I don't know if I was trying to think if our recipients would even know. They'll know it's the most beautiful gift bag they ever received. But it really looks like one of the gift bags we used to get in the olden days, that when you shopped at a store, the gift bags were just of the highest quality, so much so that we would keep the bags and reuse them. You know what I'm talking about? Now you have options. You can either punch holes with just a regular hole punch like this, just a regular guy, and add some ribbon, or you can not do this at all and just leave the bag without a handle. Totally up to you. Now this, I'm gonna use my polished pink ribbon because it matches. I'm not gonna tie a bow, I'm not gonna tie a knot. You know how to do that. You can either double loop it through and tie a single knot and have a double handle, which is probably best. That'd probably be stronger, and I think it would work. I'm not gonna do it right now, you guys. I really feel like, here's your bag. Are you like dying over how cute and gorgeous and functional this is? And it's gonna hold up. So now what I want you to do is we're gonna get on with step 3, because all my step 2s were the cutting, the folding, the assembly, add a handle, don't add a handle. So grab your piece that was 8, what did I say? 8 by 12. So let me get my cutter in here. I skipped a step, but we're gonna go on to the card. So this is 8 by 12, but I wanna verify it before I cut it. Sometimes I prep things. I did not. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut 1.5 inches off of the long part. So what you're gonna wind up with is 10.5 by 8. 10.5 by 8, no, 10.5 by 4. Done. My directions were like, fold it right in half, you guys. So you're 4 inches by now 10.5. Yeah, 4 by 10.5. You just folded it in half. That extra print paper. So what I want you to do is cut a piece of white cardstock at 3 3/4 by 5, because that's what we're going to put on the inside of our card right here. And then I also want you to cut a base for your card, and it's a nice folded card, but we want to add some substance to it, some added strength. So I want you to cut a base. It's going to be like a postcard base at 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then what we're going to do is adhere this down. So put the glue on your smaller piece. I'm not flipping it over intentionally because it's such a surprise. I've already got all my decorating done for this card. So now we can just line it up. It's going to have a little baby margin on all 4 sides. Let me open this up because I just want to make sure it's adhered down nice and secure. So there's the inside of your card. Here's our outside. Could you die 1,000 deaths? Is she the cutest? I was feeling like it was a boy, but then I added some eyelashes and added some pink, and I added a nice fluffy loopy bow. And in a different video, I'm going to show you how to make this. I mean, cute. Now, I told you this card, your card is done, is going to hang from your box. So now what we have to do is build our hanger. So our hanger, what I want you to do is, where's my hanger decorations? There I go. Directions, cut 5.5 by 2 1/4, a solid piece of coordinating cardstock. I like to color coordinate it with the actual paper. Then you see how my seams to sew up my box edges are there. Let's use the opposite side as the front of the box, and that's where we're going to put our paper hanger, our card hanger. So with your piece, I'm going to repeat it, 5.5 by 2 1/4, cut that. You're going to die cut a rectangle, but look, how'd I get a rectangle that long? I've got another video up and it's under, ooh, golly, I think it's beginner card making, but it tells you how to expand your dies. So if you've got a punch, just that's skinny and long like an oval, punch it and just continue going to the sides. So this one, what I did, I want you to do this too. See, I've got, you might not be able to see, I've got little baby pencil lines where I wanted to measure, baby eyeball it, line up how big my card is. So I know my die has to go a pinch, just a hair beyond that. And then I just did it in the middle, and then I punched that little guy out, and then I moved it over and punched it again. All right, so 2 punches, but I've got instructions how to do that, and this is what it creates. So again, we're going to come back with our handy dandy tear and tape. Look how pitifully low I am. Thank the Lord. I have ordered some and they shipped it. I ordered it yesterday and they've already shipped it. I'm so impressed. I can't even stand it. I am just so impressed. Da, 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 da. Ah. Wayward little cellophanes that come off my tear and tape. They're going everywhere. Now, how do you know where to line it up? I'm going to show you. Here's the method to your madness. Where the opening is, you're going to line it up with the bottom of your fold that you folded down. Kind of hold it up. I wonder how far apart, about a 1/4 inch, about a 1/4 inch. Kind of eyeball that. But so the actual, and I put that on the wrong side, but I don't think my recipient will know that. And I've talked about that before, you guys. If you're making something and make a small mistake, keep going, don't stop, because your recipient, for the most part, is not going to know that you made a mistake. There we go. There's our paper hanger. There's our precious, precious sweet card hanging off the paper hanger, and the card can be pulled off and looked at and read and sat on a shelf or left on the bag. But how precious is this? Do you love it? This was part of our virtual craft fair. I hope you love this. For more videos like this one, all you need to do is subscribe, you guys. I want you to find me again by subscribing, and I want you to come back often. Also, did you like it? Do you like this? Did you have fun? Go like this. Boop! Hit the like button. And that's going to show YouTube that you want more crafters to see my video. And please word of mouth or maybe email share, but tell your friends that craft about Dee Dee Creates Crafts. I'd appreciate that. And I've got some free stuff for you. Every time you place an order with me, I'm going to send you some thank you gifts. You're going to get some happy mail. Are you ready? I'm going to turn the camera up. So I want you to close your eyes if you need to. Just wanted to say goodbye. I'm going to hold up my bag. Here's the other one. So this one, I'll hold it up briefly. It's got a handle, kind of a long one. Might have gotten carried away. This one, so precious, so cute. And you can make these for Mother's Day. You can make them for birthdays. They don't just have to be for Christmas. And by the way, you got to tell me in the comments section, do you like my non-traditional Christmas colors? Polished pink for Christmas? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I like it too. Okay, remember the 3 things. Remember to like the video. Remember to subscribe. And remember, if you had fun with this, there's an entire playlist with Christmas goodies. So go to the Christmas playlist. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I got another virtual craft fair project for you. Bye now.